What's going on, everybody? Oh, Falafel Phil is a Jew? What? Okay. Guys, give it up one more time for Barack. How sexy was that Semite? In the world! I was like, what in the Israeli idol is going on? This is exciting. We got a lot of different colored Jews here. We got white Jews. We got brown Jews. Ashkenazis, where you at? Sephardics, where you at? And where my black Jews at? Woo! Woo! Saw you guys rapping to Hava Nagila downstairs. That was weird. This is exciting. I'm a Persian Jew. Yeah. Iranian Jew. It's really one of those classic combinations like peanut butter and cat. It was always fun having Ashkenazis over to our house, though, right? Like Ashkenazi friends over for dinner. They'd always eat our food and be like, wow, what is that taste? It's called flavor. There's life outside of boiled fish, Avi. I grew up in America. I had immigrant parents growing up, which was exciting, but it was embarrassing. They would always try to assimilate into American cultures and take on, like, you know, American traditions and stuff. Like, my dad's favorite holiday is April Fool's Day. He doesn't really know how to do it, though. He'll use it more as, like, a form of confession. He'd be like, oh, Dan, remember you came back from camp and your hamsters were dead? That's because I killed them all. April Fool's, I forgot to feed them. My bad. I'm like, what? That's not how it's done. No one gets technology in my family. My grandma doesn't get the concept of voicemail. Every voicemail she leaves me sounds the same. It's like, hello? Okay, click. That was... Now she's getting a little better. She's like, hello, Dan? Please come to my house for dinner tonight. I am cooking special Persian food. Oh, by the way, this is your grandmother. She always feels like she has to identify herself on the voicemail, as if I have all these random old Middle Eastern women calling me, saying grandmotherly things. Like, hello, Dan, it's cold outside. Wear a sweater. Who is this? You will never know. Click. Show yourself, mystery grandma. I love it, though. I love this crowd. We got Christians here. Where's the Christian group? Everyone, give it up for the Christians. Yes! Thank you for being here. All the people working here are like, what the hell is this group? They've got Hindus. Where are the Hindus at? Give it up for the Hindus, wherever they are. I'm not sure. Yes. Are you lighting up for the Hindus? Hindus? I love it. College? You guys are in college? Some of you in college? Yeah. I don't miss being in college. I don't miss having roommates. I had this one roommate once, this really stuck-up girl. She came back from shopping one day. I was like, where'd you go shopping? Oh, I went to Target. You mean Target? No. I went to Target. Since when does it make something more socially acceptable if you pronounce it in a French accent? It's like, dude, where you been the past 6 years? Oh, me? I was in prison. It's fine. Yeah, I committed a double homicide. It's totally fine. So a lot of you are Falafel Phil fans, which is crazy. It's crazy. Because I got to tell you guys about what that experience was like for me, okay? I got to tell you what this experience was like of being Falafel Phil. Falafel Phil kind of ruined my life for a while, okay? Because as you guys know, it's a pretty racist character now that we look back at it. And so I became Falafel Phil, and it like completely ruined my game because like suddenly I was super famous to like all these 5- and 6-year-old kids. And like I'd be on a date, and like I wouldn't want this girl to know that I'm freaking Falafel Phil. And kids don't get that there's boundaries. Like, you can't just run up to someone at inopportune times. So suddenly, like 10 snot-nosed 5-year-olds will just run up to our table and start banging on it like, oh my God, it's falafel Phil! Make me a falafel Phil! Make me a falafel! I'm like, shut up, kid, can't you see I'm on a date here at Chuck E. Cheese, apparently? And kids also don't get that you're an actor playing a role. Like, they think you're the actual guy when they see you, which got me in trouble. I was at a mall, and this little boy was walking with his dad. Kid sees me, lets go of his dad's hand, and just starts sprinting towards me. Grabs onto my leg and is like, oh my God, it's you. I can't believe it's you. The dad runs over. He's like, whoa, 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 son, who is this man? I'm like, sir, it's okay. I'm just an actor. No, he's not. He's Falafel Phil. I see him in my room every night at 8 o'clock. That's a true story, guys. It's not good. But I love you guys because you're combating anti-Semitism on your campuses, which is awesome. Thank you for doing that. Anti-Semitism is getting out of control now. Jews are getting guns now. Jews are getting guns. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I went to a gun range in LA recently. It looked like a frickin' Chabad. I put my arm out to shoot. Some guy wrapped it into fill-in. I was like, what the hell? What are you doing? Israelis, where are my Israelis at? Yeah. What's up? What's your name? What's your name? What is it? Zach? Oh, Gilad. What's up, Gilad? Are you guys Gilad fans? What? This is like the psychotic table. What is happening in that corner over there? What? They're also Israeli? Oh, okay, so you spread the Israelis around the room. You can't have them all in one place. It's going to be too much crazy. Guys, I was actually in Israel. There you are. Yeah. Hey. Okay. All right, back to me. Thank you. I was actually in Israel 2 years ago. I was doing a comedy tour in Israel. This is a true story. I did 8 shows all over the country, all over, from Tel Aviv to half an hour outside of Tel Aviv. And this is true. I did 8 shows, and the next day I got on a flight, direct flight from Tel Aviv to Dubai. I did 1 show in Dubai, 5 minutes long, and it paid me 3 times more than every show in Israel combined. That was my miracle of Hanukkah. But when I was in Israel, I experienced 2 things. I experienced racism and I experienced anti-Semitism. I want to tell you about both of them. First of them, I experienced racism. So in Israel, they have little stereotypes for every different kind of Jew. Right, Israelis? Like the Ashkenazis are smart, the Yemenites are fiery. What's the stereotype you guys have for Persian Jews? Cheap. Exactly. Yeah, say it to my face. They say that we're cheap. How messed up is that? The Jewish people, a people who are falsely maligned by the whole world for being cheap, these guys are like, no, we're not all cheap. They're the cheap ones. And it's worse for me. I am an Iranian Jew from a town in Iran called Esfahan. And in Iran, every single Iranian Jew has their own little stereotype. Do you know what the stereotype is of Iranian Jews from Esfahan? Which I am the cheapest freaking Jew you're ever gonna see. I'm like a Russian nesting doll of cheap Jew. And I experienced anti-Semitism in Israel as well. And I'm going to tell you this story. I was in Jerusalem while I was doing my tour, and I had a day off, and I was just walking through the old city, and I saw a sign that said Arab Quarter, that way. Now, I wasn't on a tour or anything. You know, normally you go, if you're on a tour, they're like, you can't go here, you can't go there. But I was alone, and I'm like, I'm going to go to the Arab Quarter, you know? I've been watching some Fauda. I think I can do this. So I walk into, this is a true story, I walk into the Arab Quarter. I'm like, eyebrows, don't fail me now. And then I see a sign that says Temple Mount, that way. Now, Jews aren't allowed to go on the Temple Mount because we're the ones doing the apartheid. You'll get that when you get home. But I was like, I'm gonna go on the Temple Mount. So I start walking up with these Muslim guys, all right? And we go through this like narrow corridor. There's 5 stairs, and the Temple Mount is right there. And these 4 Israeli soldiers are on the top of the stairs, okay? So I start walking up with these guys, and we walk up, and we're getting to the top, and one of the Israeli soldiers looks at me and goes, "Hey, Elohim, Elohim, Elohim." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Hebrew." He's like, "It's closed." I was like, "What do you mean it's closed? Everyone's going up." He goes, "No, it's closed for you." I was like, "Why is it closed for me?" He's like, "Only Muslim." I was like, "Yeah, I'm Muslim." He goes, "Ente wahale zahne wahale?" I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know there was a quiz." So I was like, "I don't speak Arabic. I'm Iranian." He goes, "You're not Muslim." I was like, "That's amazing. How did you know that? I'm an Iranian Jew. How did you know that I'm not Muslim?" I swear. He goes, "Your nose is too big. Get out of here. Yalla." I was like, "I'm calling Roz Rothstein." So I wear this necklace whenever I'm on a red carpet. I wore it on the Cobra Kai red carpet. Yes. I absolutely believe that Israel has a right to exist. 100%. I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't. Because the Palestinian chants are just so much more fun than ours, right? They're so good. They're quick, they're catchy. Even if you don't agree with it, they're just fun to sing, right? There is only one solution, Intifada revolution. I'm like, did DJ Khaled write this shit? From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. I'm like, this is the new From the Window to the Wall. Yeah, it's a little genocidal, but the beat slaps. You listen to our chants, they're awful, man. They're so bad, right? Because Jews always feel like they have to convince you with a bunch of facts and minutia, rather than just sticking to a catchy tune, right? They'll be like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna do one of those chants that goes, when I say X, you say Y, X, Y, X, Y. Here we go. When I say that in 1948 there was a UN partition plan giving a separate state of Israel alongside a state of Palestine, and the Israelis accepted it and the Palestinians rejected it, and thus started the War of Independence, and against all odds we won. And then in 1967 was the Six-Day War, where again all of the Arab armies attacked us, and again against all odds we won. But then the UN resolution 242 for the refugee crisis that started, which we will take care of in another time. And then in 1973 was the Yom Kippur War, where again all of the Arab armies attacked us, and again against all odds we won. But we had to give the Sinai Peninsula back to the Egyptians in return for peace. And then in 1990s was the Oslo Accords with Bill Clinton and Yasser Arafat, and we got Intifada number 1 and Intifada number 2. And then in 2005 we gave Gaza back to the Palestinians, and Hamas took over. And then Waze is an application the Israelis invented. That helps me get from one place to the other a little bit faster. But let's be honest, sometimes they make me turn left into 3 lanes of oncoming traffic. And I don't really want to do that. So I guess what I'm saying is you have to judge every country equally. You say, yeah. It's like, oh. Thank you very much, guys. You've been amazing. Thank you.